What's up, y'all? This is a big milestone episode for the Basketballist. This is episode 50. We had to run it back for the three-peat with Shake Hoops,
Yeah.
Two Real Ralph.
Big 5-0. You know what I mean? So,
Three-peat.
right. tell us what you've been on, man. It's been a little minute. We had a couple other guests. Shout out to our other guests. Shout out to anybody else who's been inquiring about coming on. So, what you been up to?
Yeah, man, just grinding like always. Like we was grinding in the winter throughout the season. Just pumping out content, getting ready for AAU now. You know, basketball is revolving. You don't get no downtime, so we just keep going with the flow.
Yeah, shout out. He got, what did we say? He got 25.5K on TikTok. He got 14K on IG.
Catch me on there yapping.
Yo,
IG, I'll put, that's the prettier stuff, but catch me on TikTok yapping.
He flowing right now. Ralph, what you been up to? How's the work going? How's everything going?
It's good, man. I had like it's either last week or like 2 weeks ago. I had a crazy week. I had a wedding, opening day for baseball, and then I went to Seattle for vacation. So I had like a crazy week of just moving around, doing other stuff. Nets is closing up. I was at the game last night versus the Hawks. So it's really just like almost coming full circle. I started in August last year, so we're getting close to a year this year. So it's kind of crazy. I get
After
a full.
You left, know that, my fault.
Nah, come on. I got fired, honestly. Steve fired me. That's the real root of me having to go get a job. Steve was like, yo, bro.
I heard you was in a 360.
I was in a 360, and I was cool with it. I was in a 360. I was cool with it. Steve was like, yo, I can't keep supporting you. Like, you a bum, son. Like, you know what I mean? Get off the couch. Like, that's what he was telling me. So, you know what I mean? I had to put the fries in the bag, and I had to go get a regular little desk job. Feel me? But, yeah, I've been good. A lot of exciting basketball. I feel like it's coming up, and I'm excited for it. Like, yeah, ironically enough, yesterday I saw Authorize. Hey, yo. Authorize! Yo, I'm telling you, that made me smile so much because I just can't wait for New York versus New York and that outside environment, Dykeman, Gersh, West Fourth.
I was at an All-Star game yesterday in it was New York City versus Long Island. They had Cha-Ching and Spicy on the mic.
Yeah.
It had a little stench in the air in the nets.
A little fog in there, huh?
A little fog in the gym. So I was like, oh, this is feel like we had Dykeman, we had Gersh. So a few more months, man. A few more months.
Bro, I'm excited for that. So yeah, man, the basketball AAU, obviously Peach Jam. So I mean NBA Finals.
NBA Finals coming up. Yeah.
College basketball national championship just ended on both women's and men's. So yeah, like it was a lot of exciting basketball. So
yeah, we wanted to run this back because we wanted to wait for all this stuff to kind of go through because everybody here when we talk hoops, we want to have a lot of just yap about stuff, and so now we have the transfer portal. You got the NCAA tournament. NBA playoffs are shaped up. Coaching changes. I don't know. Even talking about, we're gonna pull up a list. Our own CT, like we have Division I hoopers in the portal, so like we want to talk about that too. So it's just there's so much to talk about. But let's start with the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how'd you guys think it went on the men's and women's side? Like, I thought this was one of the most exciting years we've had in probably the last decade, last 10, 15 years. Like, except probably maybe like, if I think back on that, like the UConn runs back, it was with Kemba and Shabazz Napier. Like, that was kind of, fun to watch. But like this year, it was like,
I mean, the Villanova Marcus Page year.
Oh yeah,
that's a good year too.
But even that was like 8 years ago now, something like that. 9 years.
Yeah.
So, but what was your thoughts?
I mean, for men's, my initial thought is that like where everybody landed was interesting. Arkansas being a 10 seed was crazy to me. But then we were on here talking about the SEC. We knew the SEC was gonna have a bunch of teams in there. They ended up with 14 teams.
It was like almost their whole conference made it.
So it was crazy to see it play out. I thought a lot of games could have gone either way. I watched that Mississippi State Baylor game, and I was like, man, like literally one possession. Like I know you made that TikTok that one time, like with the CCSU, like the little small things
details
that lead to the. end of the game, and I just felt like Mississippi State really had a chance. Josh Hubbard, shout out Josh Hubbard, had a tremendous game, and I felt like he should have had the ball at the end of the game. But certain things lead to that, and it didn't work out. Kansas versus was it Baylor? I forgot who they played, but I thought that
had like a failure year.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like that team that's usually like powerhouse and they kind of fell off. That Arkansas St. John's game. If anybody doesn't know, I'm a Johnny. You know what I mean. I'm a St. John's guy. Went to St. John's, but the officiating in that game was insane to me. Like bad. I think the reason why people like college over NBA sometimes is because of the style of play and how they kind of let them play a little bit more, and like the games is different. And I felt like in that game it was getting called kind of like a pro style, and I didn't like it because it was like you saw the effects of it. Pitino only really plays like 8 guys, so it was like Kadari fouls out, 2 other guys have 4 fouls, and it was both ways too. I'm not even just saying that because of St. John's. Like the other team too, they had a guy that was fouled out. They had 2 other guys with 4 fouls, two more guys with 3. Like that's too many calls. Like this is SEC versus Big East. Like you got to let them play a little bit.
Yeah, one of my coaches, shout out Vinny, always said, when you go into a game, every ref sucks. Like, always know, like, no matter what court you're going to, every single ref sucks.
By the way, no disrespect to the refs. We know it's a really
it's a hard job.
No,
Super
I'm saying,
hard
as
job.
A player,
you have to go into the mindset.
Right.
The ref isn't good, so I can't leave it in his hands.
That's just a buffer. That's just a buffer so kids don't complain. That's not any testament to the refs.
Yeah, that's not. We respect referees.
However, you know who you are.
That's saying, like, all right, like you gonna be mad at the ref if you lose. Like everybody's gonna be mad at the ref. Like, but yeah, like you said, like Arkansas, that was probably the one Cinderella or like lesser team that could have made it. Like they could have
Cinderella.
Like I'm just saying, they're 10 seed. Like,
seeding wise, for sure.
So they could have easily been in the Elite 8. Like basically pissed the game away. And Texas Tech ended up doing the same thing. Yep. Like they did it to them, then it ended up happening. Duke pissed the game away.
Oh my goodness.
Like it's just like, but like, hey man, like that is what happens in March, and I've been on my platforms that said this. Like, I love this NCAA tournament because we've seen the storylines all season. Like, if you think about it, everything with basketball and stuff, it's the dramatics of the season. What's going on? All the storylines. We've seen the best players all year dominate. We've seen Cooper Flagg all year dominate. We heard about him. We heard about Janai Broom all year. We heard about Walter Clayton all year. We heard about Houston's defense and how good they are. Their Coach Sampson all year. Like
Tahad Pettiford.
all year. Like we seen them all year. Then in the end, it's like, all right, yeah, let's see like all the top dogs go against each other. Then of course people just want to complain about things as always. Oh, there's no Cinderella St. Pete. Like, come on, bro. What was it, like Florida Atlantic St. Peter's with that year? Yeah. I love to see them get that far. Like, and then you see people came up off of that. Shaheem
Holloway,
got a job at Seton Hall after that.
And then all 3 kids on the Florida Atlantic moved up to a higher, and they were playing in the Sweet 16.
Elijah Martin got he won. From
Florida.
For Florida, yeah.
So, he was on the FAU team.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was on FAU.
I know
Nelly Davis.
And Arkansas and Big Man at Michigan.
Yeah, like
so they all went.
People came up on Juju went to Ole Miss from St. Peter's. Like opportunities created off of that. But when we were watching those games back then, it's like, do I really care about this, bro? Like, come on. But this year, it's like, I want to see the stars. As a casual fan, you want to see the best players, the players you're gonna watch in the future, like a Cooper Flagg or something like that. So I love this year's tournament.
I gotta apologize to Houston because I really wasn't I didn't give them enough. I was familiar, but I kind of wrote them off a little bit. I would like to apologize because they were a consistent team all year and they were a well coached team all year, and I feel like I kind of wrote them off because I'm like, nah, it's got to be like Duke, it's got to be a Florida. Yeah. So I should have.
I
had Florida winning.
I wasn't even like aware. Like I didn't know much about Florida, to be honest with you. So when I was confused why everybody's choosing Florida, I never watched them play because I didn't think they were that like fun to watch, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think they were going to make a chip run. I knew they were good because even North Carolina played them close this year, like earlier in the year, and then clearly they won SEC, won tournament, so they got it done.
Yeah, but to your point, like I only knew about Houston mainly because of Kellen Sampson and the way he coaches. Obviously, I'm trying to grow as a basketball mind, and the way he runs his program. I was watching film. They leaked some of his practice film. There's a reason why they made it that far.
Yeah.
Like what players don't realize is that these dudes, on top of obviously, playing high major basketball, the fundamentals still stay the same. You got to play hard. You got to be coachable, and you got to do the dirty work. On top of them, they getting paid for it too. Because Houston, not a small school, it's huge.
Yeah.
They got a lot of financial backing now. Like since he's been there, they built a $25 million practice facility. They did like $60 million upgrades to the stadium and all this stuff. So like, there's money going into it. But I'm just saying, like the way he coached, that's the only reason why I knew about Houston. And then watching them, it's a different story. It's like you love the way how intense they are. They play together. There was no real guys like wilding out.
Yeah, so I got a question. Yep. So you talk about Coach Sampson, right? Like the big thing for them this year, we still have a culture, even though players are leaving every year. We're getting new players every year. How do college coaches approach this? Like, how do you get a new batch of kids every year, right? 12 kids. Are you like, I personally think, like, you don't baby them because they're gonna be gone anyway.
Yeah,
but a lot of people would think like, oh yeah, like you can't, they're gonna leave. Like, let me do a softer approach. They're probably gonna leave anyway if you coach them hard or not. So how would you approach that?
So the way I would approach it, I'm like, first off, you gotta vet them, right? Like in terms, you gotta interview them, and this is what I'm doing right now in South Kent. Like we had a underachieving season, and I'm starting to recruit now. And I'm just transparent. I'm like, hey, like this year, like guys coming in, we need you guys to work hard. You want to live in the gym. Even tell the parents straight up. I'm like, yo, like you guys got to trust the process. You got to let us coach them. Yeah, like you can have conversations with us, but there's we can't have you complaining about X, Y, Z. Like we're trying to build these young men up. So on the college level, it's the same thing. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna interview people in your circle. Like example, Jacob. Like Jacob, he's getting recruited right now because he's in the portal. Like they've been talking to his mom, they talk to me, just not constantly trying to get us to get on their side, but they're trying to see what the kind of kid he is. I don't think enough coaches are doing the research on the person over their stats. Right? You see stats, they killed it. Oh, let's go get them instead of trying to know what kind of kid they are. So when they come in, all right, yeah, you're going to catch a bag. You may leave again, but I know I could win with you because the type of person you are. So you're trying to recruit the person. They got to have some skill, but the person over kind of the player.
I actually seen the Michi Johnson. He was at Ohio State this year.
Yeah, and he went.
So he went. I think he went South Carolina, Ohio State, and then back to South Carolina.
He's going
or
back to
Ohio State. It was back to back to back. It was he went back to. He's going to South Carolina now.
Yeah.
So same schools. So a lot of people are like, damn, what is he flip flopping for? Me, I think that makes him a high character kid. Because the coach, I think Ohio State had two different coaches. I think South Carolina had the same coach or vice versa. I forget. If a coach is taking you back, you left me, y'all could easily be like, nah, I don't want you. You a dub. I could hold a grudge to you. He's taking you back. That's oh yeah, you're a great kid. I know you're gonna work hard. I know you're gonna do this and that for the team. Yeah, I'll take you back. I know at this point, yeah, business is business. You made business move. If a coach at South Carolina got a plus $10 million offer from a school, he's running too. You got to understand, hey, it's a business, but they took him back.
Yeah. So go ahead, you got something?
Nah. I mean, I think it's both ways because coaches too. I know we talked about it, but they gotta more than anything now. They got a family to feed, and it's yo, I can't baby you for this one season because I might not even be here after this season. The coach portal is almost crazier than the player portal.
Example, like you just said, our boy Jacob was at Iona. It wasn't a great year because I don't know what, but now it kind of makes sense where he probably felt the pressure, so he couldn't develop some of his freshmen. He needed to play guys that'll help him win right away. And then he got fired after 2 years.
I didn't even know he was on the hot seat.
Yeah, nobody knew.
I didn't even know he
and
was
they brought
on
in
the
an
hot seat.
NBA assistant coach, right? So again, there's stuff that you don't know as a player that might be going on, or there may be rumors, but that's putting pressure on the guy because he's like, if I don't win,
they're gonna get me out of here.
Yeah,
they giving you 2 years now. That's all you get.
Yeah, 2 years.
Especially somewhere like Iona,
They
you gotta
always
think
at the top of the MAC.
in those with the 2010s, they was winning every single year.
Right. And then
Every single
obviously,
year.
so the guy that was running, because I played at Fairfield, we would go against them. They always damn near beat us all the time. But sorry, I was having some flashbacks. I was getting pissed. But
them
so
70s, right?
huh?
The 70s, back in the 70s.
Shut the
The
fuck up.
70s is nuts.
Yo, so the guy that was running it was Tim Cluse, and he was known. So he was ahead of his time. So he was known for bringing JUCO guys in to the MAC, and they would win. And he would choose a high school kid here and there. So he was ahead of his time, and they would play with. The rumor was they would play like practice with a 15-second shot clock. So they was always trying to just score, right? Then he steps down because of health issues. Because if he was still healthy, he would have been still running the league. Then you get Rick Pitino, right? The issue though, they made the MAC, they made the NCAA tournament about like 15 times since like I don't know what date. They never won a first round game, even with Pitino. So now Tobin comes in. Right, he did it at FDU. Upset, they won 2 games. They won the playing game. Then upset Purdue. So when he comes in, they're thinking, all right, this guy can get us over the top. He didn't make the tournament in 2 years. He made the MAC final this year, but this was the year, I guess. If he would have won, he would have been safe. But that's an example of
it's crazy.
You got to feed your family.
You gotta feed your family.
It's really crazy. But I mean, you talked to the player side too about knowing like the personnel and the person you're bringing in, and we saw a little bit of it earlier in the year, and like not to bash the kid or whatever, but we saw Ja'Kai Howard and the shit that went viral with him like in the corner complaining and not like celebrating his teammates, and now you look and he's in the portal. And it's like
not as soon as we thought.
I thought shit as soon as the buzzer, like the other dude. I thought as soon as the buzzer hit.
What, Vanderbilt or what school was
the dude
that?
that was like 13
it
minutes.
Was Vandy, but
13 minutes.
So, but people. Okay, did you guys know his story? He was recruited by Stackhouse. Stackhouse got fired, so he was stuck at Vanderbilt. So he didn't opt to transfer like when it happened. So he stayed at the school. Did not touch the court, and he was a highly recruited kid.
Yeah, I seen he got dumb offers like too.
Exactly.
Mask was looking at him.
So then when he just didn't play, he's like, I'm this. You didn't give me
What's
a
it called?
shot.
Skated too. Pippen, Justin Pippen.
Yeah.
That was wild too. What did he just commit to? He just committed
Cal.
That's interesting. I don't know.
Is
Stojakovic,
I was about to say, is he coming back?
No, I don't know.
Or is he gone?
He might be gone.
I don't know.
He had a great year. Yeah,
He had a good year.
But you know, again, it's just like wild scene. This is where we're at. And on the women's side, it's starting to get like that too. So like I've been making videos kind of talking about the portal and the numbers. So right now, it's insane. It's almost at 4,000 players at the Division I level. Division I, Division II.
That's insane, bro.
That's insane. So let's talk about this. You know, we're seeing people like you said, like, you know, the average fan, NIL is messing up college basketball. How do you guys let's address this so people can understand. So go ahead.
Bro. See, I'm a real basketball fan. Like I grew up YouTube, like all YouTube. I'm knowing all the top players when I'm a young kid, when I'm in high school, all this. I remember stories like Brian Bowen. I don't know if y'all know who that is. He was a blonde. He went to La Lumiere. Blonde. He had like blonde hair. Was like 6'7", wing, dumb tough, top top 15 recruit. Bro went to La Lumiere. Was supposed to go to Louisville. About to go to Louisville. NCAA sanction. They said his dad took 100 bands. That's what 100 bands is a lot of money. Like, I'm not saying. Think about that nowadays. We just heard Rob Wright got 3.5 million to go to BYU, which we don't know if that's true. We don't know.
I want to. Let's real quick before. I like the train of thought you're going on. From what I saw, he just signed to go back to Baylor, and they're supposed to pay him $1 million, but he just committed to BYU.
Oh, BYU made that call.
But I'm saying, like, that's where probably the $3 million coming. Like, he double dipping a little bit. Like, before he announced the portal, he was supposed to make $1 million coming into next year. Anyway, that's what I know.
So that's one story. 100K. Like, he had to sit out. He had to transfer to South Carolina. Couldn't play. Then he just went to the league. Then Billy Preston, someone went to
He was supposed to go to Kansas.
Went to Kansas. Was big time recruit, big like one of those centers that could dribble, bring it up the court, easy, one and done. Gets in a car accident on campus. I don't think your car. That doesn't look like you can afford that car. Like, has to sit out 17 games that year. Ends up going overseas. We don't really hear about him ever again. I remember stories like that. Like, these are little things. Like, these days they are giving away cars. Kids. Oh yeah, thank you to this dealership in whatever town. New Benz, like Maybach, like come on, bro. Like, I remember those stories. These kids are getting a chance to make so much money, even if they never make it to the NBA. Like, how could you hate on somebody? They leave in college, say you up 10 mil, or say you not even 10 mil, say you up 1 mil, bro. Like,
you're ahead of the game.
That's a good meal.
Come on, bro. Like why you like? I get it. We do need some structure to it.
Absolutely,
we do need some structure.
Absolutely,
I'm here for the
contract.
Boom, 2-year contract.
Yeah.
No transfer clause. Only way you could get out the contract is if you go to the league or a buyout or coach leaves. Like, I'm here for that. Well, that takes the NCAA. They gotta step in. We need a commissioner. We need all that. So. Ball's in their court.
Yeah,
players are just taking
NIL.
Players are just taking advantage of what.
Era.
Not even taking advantage. They're just playing within the rules.
That's a fact.
Bro. The thing for me that when people say that makes me laugh is like they've been getting paid the whole time. We just didn't know.
Yeah, they was
like I just said.
They've been
$100
getting paid
bands,
the whole
bro.
time.
Yeah, people didn't.
The whole time. And listen, we're not gonna say no names or whatever, but like, there's
No, that's why Jim Larinaga, all them coaches. I don't like this landscape now. No.
Because you don't got
everyone
you don't got them in your pocket.
Everyone can play the game now. Everyone can play the game now.
Everybody's
Now
got
it's
the
like,
bread
I'm gonna just
now.
retire. What's it called? The Florida State coach. What's the other dude from
Jay Wright?
Jay Wright.
He said, "I'm out, dog."
Nick Saban, the dude from Indiana.
Not Crean. Tom Crean?
No.
Mike Woodson?
Yeah,
But they kind of ran him out, though.
They did run him out, but he still was complaining about NIL.
But still, like, they're like, oh, yeah, I can't adjust anymore.
Bro.
Like,
Go ahead.
Chris Webber, right? The Fab Five.
The Fab Five would have.
They said, he was getting money, blah, blah. You remember, that's why they took all the banners down. That's why they... So, you mean to tell me they was the only ones getting bread?
Reggie Bush.
They was the only ones. Reggie Bush. Like, you know what I mean?
Just recently, the whole internet had to come, like, come on, bro. Give Reggie Bush his Heisman back, bro.
Everybody was getting bread. I'm not going to name no names. But I seen with my own eyes, college kid with a jag. He from the trenches. Yeah, come on.
This was, like, before NIL?
This is like 2016, 2015. Come on. Like...
Say it and then bleep it in the edit, so I know right now.
Shamori Pons.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, easily. But that's what I'm saying.
Braun back in the day, like the
Hummer. But that was a whole big thing.
That was a
big thing.
It's always been we gonna bleep this shit too. We might have to bleep this whole motherfucker.
Just bleep it.
How much they gave Chopper to go to Syracuse?
What was that, 300?
I don't know, but that's NIL era though.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah,
his first year.
Yeah,
I don't think
you said Chop.
Yeah,
Chopper was. I'm pretty sure that was.
No, his
Chop
first
was
year
a freshman this year. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying like to get there. NIL started like.
NIL was like 2020, 2021.
22, 21, 22. I
think.
Yeah.
Chop was this year.
Like,
Chop was this year.
Yeah.
Chop was a freshman this year.
Yeah, he in the portal. We gotta talk about that.
He in the portal too.
We'll talk about
portal.
But I remember they were saying they gave him like.
Sorry, go ahead.
Like 250, and it's like.
Private jet shit. And
stuff.
Yeah,
private jet shit. You know what I mean? But that's for the.
Did you hear about Chris Jenkins from Villanova?
No.
Suing the NCAA?
I actually just seen that the other day. I didn't read it.
Really?
So he's suing the NCAA, stating that his shot brought in a lot of money to the school, that he was not compensated for it.
Ooh. So he
It's
backdating
true.
that.
So he said because of his shot that he made to win the national championship, they got like 22 millions and plus more in donations to the school.
Oh, so he need his backpack.
That's what he
need
said.
all that.
But then, if you think, but that might open a whole wormhole of
If he do that, Texas A&M might not be a school anymore because Johnny Manziel coming for everything. Johnny Manziel coming for everything.
Yeah, that's like saying,
What?
Johnny?
What's
What?
it called?
Yo, Johnny.
Johnny
If I beg-
Manziel?
you know
What?
You know who I'll be tripping? Jimmer.
Oh, yo.
Oh, y'all giving out this. I need the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
AJ,
I need my residuals.
BYU.
AJ might have no more NIL left. What?
Nah, Danny Daniels.
Here, more, right?
Because he actually, like, so I know Jimmer just got hurt. Like, he was
Right,
a
yeah.
big 3-on-3 player. He just tore his ACL or something. So he can't really I mean, he's got bread, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it would make sense for him to say something now.
I can't lie, though. If that becomes a thing, that's going to open something up way worse than what NIL is right now.
But I could see the NCAA
But they
losing
need
that
like
one.
that's what. But like, what? Say they do $100 million lawsuit. Like that ain't nothing to the NCAA.
No,
like,
it's not.
it's
But I'm
like-
saying if everybody claims they
but I'm
$100
saying
million,
it's more about opening the door.
yeah, I get it.
He opens the door.
Oh, my
Now we
goodness.
got a bunch of Billy Preston come back and yo, I lost my years. I could have made this
And
much
all
in the NBA.
Yeah,
like
all
stuff
the,
like
that's,
that.
Like that's the craziest thing about this. Like people don't realize how short of a window you have to be good and to prove yourself. Like your life could go
Yeah.
2 different ways based off of these 1, 2, 3 years of your life. And what are you? You're 18, 19, 20. Think about
Right.
all of like y'all. I don't know about y'all, but me, 18, 19, 20. If I had to make those type of decisions, I don't know. Like we all
God.
made dumb decisions. Like you're a kid.
Bro.
I would have been flexing. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Like I've been
Oh
low
my
key flexing,
God.
but
Like you're a kid. You're a kid.
I'd have got in trouble too. If
You're
they
a
gave me
kid,
bands,
but like
I'd
you
have got
literally
in
have
trouble.
to make like your biggest life decision if you're like at that level. Those top basketball players at 18, 19, and 20 years old, bro.
But that's why it's important to have the right people in your
You
circle.
gotta have the right people around you. A lot of a lot of
people
these
don't
people
right
have
now.
yes men. A lot of people
Yeah.
have yes men.
And
lot of
then like
people
yo,
right
and
now
then
don't
at
have
18, realistically, if you're lucky, you probably have maybe like what 10, 12 years of basketball left. Like it's like you don't.
Man,
most people don't even make it that far.
That's like over the average.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
The
like-
average. I mean,
like,
I think
that's
the average
like-
stint in the NBA maybe between
Like,
like
I'm
3
saying not
years,
even
3 to
NBA, no,
5.
not even
Well,
NBA.
no,
I'm
I'm
talking
just-
professional
Well,
in
yeah,
general,
well,
like
yeah,
to
well, I
play
meant, like,
basketball.
yeah, correct.
So it's like
same
it's
thing,
it-
like 3 to 5
so
years.
if
know
you
how
got a
much-
decision, you like, damn, like I don't know if I could, if I got 3 more years left.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
gotta
I'm
take
not
this
mad
now.
at these kids. Like,
You
go
can't be
make
mad.
$2 million for
hell
a
yeah.
year. Go make
Hell yeah.
$500K, $200K.
Hell yeah.
Like you got to think like. Even if when you first go overseas, I'm like I don't know what people think. You're not making
you
not making $1 million.
And I can't wait
The
till
highest-
Jonas and them is home so we
Yeah.
can really talk about
The
that.
highest paid players might get $1 million. Like
Maybe.
that's in the that's in the
that's the top league,
that's
and
that's in the
look,
best league.
So I just literally just a post this morning. I was looking at it. Kendrick Nunn. He's made more in EuroLeague than he has in the NBA, and he's a really good player. But it took him. It said it was like a span of like 5-6 years.
But I've seen he's about to be the highest paid. You're like
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
but that's rare.
That's
That's
what I'm
not
saying.
that's not normal.
And you know what's funny? That's crazy to think about when you also think about Mike James
Yo,
is
I love
is
Mike
the
James,
is the
my guy.
all-time points leader, and
Nothing.
Kendrick Nunn is the highest paid.
it's
Yo,
that.
Like,
Mike
that's
James is
crazy.
So tough, dog.
That's
so I'm
crazy.
Talking, so one of my old Putnam coaches, I'm at City of Palms, right? We talking, boom, chopping it up. We're talking about NIL and all that stuff. How it's crazy. So he says a former player, whatever, a kid went D1, all that. Left college, like he made good bread in college. He said he talked to the kid on the phone. The kid goes, "Bro, like how it's crazy. I was making so much money in college. My first year overseas, I'm making 60 bands. Like I made all this money in college. My first year overseas, I'm making 60 bands. 60 bands to play basketball on a regular
I
scale.
love that. That's
Beautiful.
But coming
But
from what you was,
Coming from that college rank, and then to circle back, people want these kids to not make money. It's ruining the game.
can you
Like,
imagine?
Come on,
Can you
bro.
imagine?
So
Come
like
on, bro.
yeah, again, but like if we really look at this, right? If we go and look at what it did this year, we wouldn't have had Florida and Houston because they're all transfers.
Auburn either.
And they were in Auburn and
Duke
like
either.
They're all guys that worked their tail off to move up. A lot of them were like mid-major guys, low major guys, and they boosted up.
There was no 5 stars in the chip.
Yep, exactly.
They earned that money,
and that's why
you earned it. Yeah, you earned it.
And they earned it.
And this honestly was the best Final Four we had in a while. It came down to the wire for all 3 games. On the men's side, on the women's side, UConn.
We look
that belt. Who got that belt?
Oh my God! Yeah, don't run. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. We do have to talk about that though because I don't know why in this age of NIL and coverage and what's it called that I feel like the women's tournament really don't start till like the Elite 8, maybe Final Four.
So my thing with this
and before they also have to stop playing at the other team's spot. That's at the home teams. We can't do that.
Yeah, like I don't know. The committee on the women's side needs. I think they agree. Gino was the one talking about it, like how it's poorly scheduled, the locations. You can't get the full experience as a fan, which is not fair. You know, I agree. Like Gino's Gino, man. That dude is.
Shout out to him though.
Shout out Gino. You want to come on the pod, bro? Let's set it up, dog. Anyway, but like. It was good. This was one of the more competitive years on the women's side for sure.
Yes.
Because, again, of the transfer portal, NIL.
Yeah.
Right? Like, a team that I had no idea that would be good, and it pissed me off because they fucking beat Notre Dame, was TCU. Who thought Haley Van Lith was going to go to TCU and then help turn that program around?
Right. She left. I remember she had first left LSU. People like, ew, TCU, blah, 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 blah. Then I think that coach that came from Oregon or something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. But I remember they were like, oh, TCU, she's going down, blah, blah, blah.
That's what I thought too.
She could play, bro. I knew she was going to be straight. I just didn't know that they could go that far.
She had a redemption year. She had you know what I'm saying? Like, and now Olivia Miles is going there because I think partially because of her success.
And
so
like
women's side,
catching a bag.
I feel like women's side it will take
catching a bag.
Women's side it will take a little longer, like to get those like mid majors to be because like they're like the gap is a little different.
It
like,
is.
So like the gap is a little different than men's. But I'll say this. With men's, people always keep saying now, oh, like we're killing mid majors, we're killing low majors, but I don't look at it like that. I've looked like, all right, how many people you said was in the portal?
4,000.
Almost 4,000.
A lot of those kids is looking for homes. Everyone can't go back high major.
Correct.
Everyone can't go back high major. At the end of the day, I'm looking for a home. I'm looking for somewhere to go. Yeah. So you got, oh, damn, my only offer is this MAC school, this NEC school, this Conference USA school, whatever. Like,
bro,
you got to take that.
It trickles down, bro. Like, the ones who can get there, and then everybody else who kind of falls, they're going to fall into place. And then you're gonna get a gem who probably should be at that high major spot, and he at your school. And even if it's for 1 year, it's a loaner, that's fine.
I got to say this real quick. It's on topic, but
no, go ahead.
Low major kids, even D2 scholarship kids, don't trick yourself out of a scholarship because you're trying to chase the basketball dream. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Don't trick yourself out of that scholarship. You got a scholarship to go to school. Let's be realistic. A lot of people aren't going to play pro. A lot of people aren't going to go to the NBA. Let's be real.
Right.
If you know you had maybe you probably didn't play, but you want to go to a different school, don't enter that portal and think like you don't go nowhere. Now you got to go D3 and pay for school. Like, you might get some scholarship money or whatever, but you're going to have to – it's not a full ride scholarship for your education. A lot of people are forgetting that aspect because we just see all the top players, all the, like – you got to be realistic with yourself. You got to look yourself in the mirror. I know as a kid, 18, 19, 20, 21, it's hard to. But you got to look yourself in the mirror.
We got to stop babying them too, though, because they are making money now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not – they are professionals. However, but it's also – it's a job. It's a job. If you're not doing well at your job, they're going to fire you, right? In the real world. Now we bring in basketball into the real world. We're paying y'all. Like, yo, you got to know. And part of it is on us, too. You know, the older kids and older generation to bring the knowledge down and to teach them a little bit more. But also, like, yo, like, realize that, like, you're getting an opportunity that most 18-year-olds don't get. So you got to man up a little bit. You know what I mean? None of that little boy shit.
So real quick, I screenshotted this last night. So it's not close to 4K. It's 3,400 plus. Around there. So D1 transfers is 2,120 plus, so 2,120 plus. D2 is 1,280 plus. Now, only commitment wise, we only have about 360, a little bit more than that, which is 17% of what's in the portal right now. And the portal closes, what's today? Today is
11.
The 11th. It probably
20-something.
the 22nd.
Yeah.
So you got 11 days left.
Are you so?
I don't know what the rule is though.
I'm about to say, does that mean you can't enter, or do you have to commit by then?
No, I think it's just you can't enter the portal.
Okay.
So guys will still be recruiting, but I don't know what the rule is for guys like visits and all that stuff, communication. 55. So only 55 plus commits at the D2 level.
See, but that's the thing though. Like, why don't we know that information?
Whoever made this, like, it's called transfer portal playing time. Whoever started that company is making a killing right now because they created a new system where they're helping transfer players get recruited. They get their information, put it in, and as a college coach, because of all this money, you pay for the subscription. Now you have access, and you can see analytics of each player that's in the portal, which is great.
So, since we talking portal, there's been some commits. There's been some rumors. What's it called? I gotta talk to you about your boy. Ian Jackson, UNC freshman, enters the portal. What's your initial thoughts?
Like I already said, you guys can look up the video. I just want what's best for Ian. You know, I'm a huge North Carolina fan. I grew up a North Carolina fan. Kendall Marshall, Ty Lawson, Marcus Page, Joel Berry, Nate Britt. Those are my favorite point guards growing up. Like, I'm a true North Carolina fan, and it hurt like to see like Elliott and Ian leave North Carolina because those are kids like I've seen since they was 14. Like, and they're at my favorite school, but I want what's best for them. And the situation just wasn't good. Like, even Hubert Davis this year was like, oh yeah, the old North Carolina model doesn't work. But you kept using it throughout the whole year. Whatever. But hey man, like, Ian is a clear one and done talent, I think. But sometimes your situation don't work. So I just hope like whatever situation he goes to now, like it's the right one. But like you just learn from all your experiences. Like I talked to him the other day. Like I think he's about to visit St. John's, a couple other schools. So yeah, man, he's gonna be straight, bro. He'll be straight.
I kind of like another thing that I like with the portal now is seeing kids enter the draft or the portal. That's something that's like cool.
Or both, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
you're also seeing a lot like Flory Badunga, a couple other dudes like enter the portal. Let me see what's going on, and then I'm gonna go back to go back.
He went back to Kansas.
What's his name went back to? Quinnipiac.
Amari Monroe.
Yeah. Amari went back.
Yo, he had. Let's just break this down. Dude had UConn. I don't remember. Just I think even Duke was interested. Like,
he had some really good.
He had the cream of the crop high majors.
But it's like, do I want to go come off the bench and be the eighth man or I could take 25 shots at Quinnipiac,
or go where they love me.
And then and I was on a Twitter space last night with some Uber fans of like the MAC and CAA, and he basically they brought up a good point, right? We just talked about it. After basketball's done, what are you gonna do?
Right.
He's basically just solidified himself as a Quinnipiac legend. Especially if they can make the tournament and win the league.
They got upset this year. They lost to Iona. They was the number one seed.
Yeah,
I don't know how they lost to Iona.
Yeah, but
Adam was hooping on him. I was watching that game.
And again,
he in the portal too.
He's in the portal. But again, he's gonna be a legend. So now he's got the Quinnipiac network when he's done hooping, which is something right now. We also enamored by, the money. We're forgetting like life after basketball. What happens when you got a kid that has been in 3 schools in 4 years? Who does he claim?
I always wondered that.
He don't claim nothing.
I should have just seen Matt Nolan just posted something. He was like like Trojans and Bulldogs for life. Like, so he went to we know he went to USC and then started at Yale. It's like, I
But
guess
it's
both.
it's different though because he did it 1 year as a grad student,
Yeah.
so that's cool.
Yeah,
like
that's a
you
little
get your
different. That's a
masters,
little
right? Like
different.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But
A lot
for
of
those
kids is
who are
four-
like
like
boom,
4
boom, boom,
years.
boom, boom.
What's JT Thor? I think it's about to be his 11th school. And what's it called?
Since high school,
Since high school.
he's
He's
been
been
at
at
different
it
school every year.
every year.
Dang, that's a lot of movement. I don't know if I could do that.
That's way too much.
He actually don't got no place to call home for real.
You living out a suitcase pretty much.
You know what I mean, he got the little stick with the bag at the end.
But that's
just
what
keep
I'm saying.
going
It's
back and
like,
That's a fact.
So well, again, but the portal, that's where it's just like also you got to just know things, right?
Yeah.
Like who else? You know, Elliott committing to Michigan was something that kind of shocked everybody. But
my initial thought was Tennessee. You know, that's what I thought. I thought Zakai Ziegler, you know what I mean? He's a senior, best Tennessee guard all time, stamping that. You know what I mean? I thought having a similar type player, not as small, but a smaller guard, defensive minded, could pass the ball, true like point guard leader, filling in that role. I thought that looked like a good look for me. That's where I thought he was gonna go. But I saw the Michigan. I guess I
like
understand
Michigan
it.
too. I think Dusty May, that's his name. So he was at FAU.
Right.
Had Elijah Murray, had Nelly Davis. Let his guards go. This year had two bigs, so we're gonna bring in bigs. Like that's what Elliott need, bro. Like a true pick and roll. Like someone I can play pick and roll, or someone I could throw lobs to. Hey, Michigan, make that call to Jakai, bro. Make that call to Jakai. Feel me? He gonna learn from whatever happened last year. Like
I hope so.
That's like you all on the internet, bro. I hope you learn from that. Like I would hope
so.
Make that call because I seen it firsthand with my own eyes.
What it looked like, right? Yeah.
Make that call. But yeah, bro, like you said, Elliott, that's what he need, bro. And then people gonna talk crazy on him. Like he was the YN's favorite. Like
he was.
So like that's gonna come with some scrutiny. Then his percentages all jumped this year. With North Carolina, we were tiny this year, bro. Like literally tiny.
And yet he was still
and he was still one of the best passers in point guards
like
in his
like,
conference.
I think he did lead them in turnovers as well. But like he's the type of player like he sees things that a lot of players aren't seeing. And if you're not playing with like that true big that has the true feel for your game, where you're gonna be,
or just like
they gonna fumble those passes, and those is your turnovers.
Or somebody that's familiar with you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like because especially like on the teams that y'all was playing with, like he has been playing with those guys for a minute, so they know like when Elliott come down on the left side, he gonna look for that backdoor cut. They know that, or like, oh, okay, I could get away with floating to the corner right here because I know Elliott gonna see me in transition. So it's just that familiarity with your players and knowing your guard. So, I mean, I hope he does well. I wish everything for the best for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he gonna be
so
straight.
that's first and foremost.
Yeah.
I want to see him do well.
But just going back to the point where you were talking about like how I forgot to bring this up, and then I want to get back to more NIL or more transporter stuff. But like kid from Princeton, Xavier Lee, entered the draft, but he's in the portal. He's taking his visits. I think it's Duke,
St. John's,
and I forgot one other.
Florida.
Was it Florida?
Yeah, Florida was on there.
So
North Carolina was on it, but he dropped it.
Yo, you think he's gonna do well?
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah.
he's tough.
But like I gotta wait and see because you did play in the Ivy.
I was just about to say that. Like I feel like he ain't playing no meaningful basketball. No
I think they
offense.
played but Rutgers wasn't that good. But he like gave like he did good. Like we'll see. He's 6'4". Like he's not like he's like tiny.
No,
like,
that's what I'm saying. I just want to see what it looks like when the lights are bright.
For sure, but he also did that. I mean, he averaged 17, 5, and 6 this year.
Yeah.
Like that means he didn't really have too much help. So when you play, the defense is gonna be tougher, things are faster. But then he's actually gonna play with some dogs, so now that might open up some because he hit some tough shots.
I was seeing people like, oh yeah, I don't think he's tough because he played in Ivy and didn't win it. But I'm like, come on, bro, Yale was tough.
No, I know he's tough.
Yale was good. Yale, Danny Wolf was just at Yale. Like these dudes is at Yale.
Everybody was going crazy, like, oh, who's this guy? Like, we knew about him.
No, I know he's tough. I want to see what it looked like versus. You know what I mean?
We gonna see
because. Like say if he lands at St. John's, Big East is rough. Like that's so.
Any other people in mind right now?
I mean, if we CT, through and through. If we want to talk about some CT guys that are in the portal,
the two guys that Gavin, Tyler, Betsy just announced. They both just announced it.
Portal, you mean?
Trying to think. Well, a lot of it's like crazy. I know Tyler. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense because basically, like his whole team just went in the portal.
Yeah.
So that means there was something going on with the coach and the players that didn't match.
And they also got Shauna Bob and Tillery coming in. So I don't think they were that good this year.
They weren't that good.
Yeah,
no,
so
they
then
underachieved.
You got to, like we just said, I'm trying to feed my family. We
Yeah.
wasn't good. We wasn't good last year. Yeah, let me make some changes before I'm up out of here.
Oh yeah,
sure.
with the stick.
Well, yeah, like that's the other thing we forget too. It's not just the player saying they're going to portal. Sometimes the coach is like, yeah, you gotta get out.
Yeah,
Like,
all right.
That's why we forgot to address.
I think we should break that down. We should break that down.
We forgot to address
I don't think a lot of casual fans understand like how the process of things. So you go through your basketball season, right?
Yep.
You every day practice film. Season ends, y'all lose. Some people do it after the tournament. Some people might do it like a few days after. You have a team meeting.
Yep.
Your team meets together. Y'all talk about the season, talk about what happened, whatever. Then you have something called individual meetings.
Yeah.
Correct.
Individual meetings is when you meet with your coach. Pretty much they're like, oh, this is what happened this year. These are things I think you should work on. This is where I see you at next year.
Or
Or
they say,
I'm bringing this guy in. I don't know if I have room for you. But you got to think nowadays those conversations are probably a lot realer. Like, bro, like, hey, I'm bringing in this 5-star point guard. We paying. You got to think like NBA. There's nice dudes on the bench, but hey. That dude that got that $35 million contract, yeah, he better be in the game. So you got to think about in college now. Oh, this kid that we just gave $2 million, yeah, he's
gotta
playing.
see the court.
He's playing.
Gotta see the court.
So those are different conversations. Coach, like that's kind of new. Like you got to think before it's kind of like like you gonna be here next year, but like blah blah blah. But like now it's like, hey man,
yeah, again, like
Get that stick.
Yeah, so
stick.
another.
I like that. That's stick.
You know,
Go
and
get
again,
that stick in that bag.
I like that, bro.
It really, like you said. So again, it depends on relationships. It depends on the situation. Like another one, you know, I'm not gonna drop how our conversation went, but you know, one of the players, she had an exit meeting, and with the school, she's in the portal right now, and it wasn't that they kicked her out. It was more the fact she felt disrespected that they didn't have a more formal conversation about expectations and development. So she was like, okay, that's my sign. I'm out. Like, so these are like real life things that people need to know that it's happening. It's not just, I'm just going in the portal because I want to make more money. It's maybe it's really not the right fit. Forget all the money. Like, really not the right fit. On top of that, she said she didn't get much NIL. She was mad about that. They're going to give a freshman way more, and she's already a proven commodity, which is kind of a problem in a way. Like, if you're going to say that, you know, that means you're going to prefer that freshman, like you just said, over the returning player. So that's my sign to go.
I want to touch on that a little bit too, because since we are in the age of NIL, and if you are an aspiring college athlete, please don't be afraid to ask about NIL. NIL is not something that you should be like on pins and needles about. Like, just have an open conversation. Just be like, hey, with the new landscape of NIL, like, what are my opportunities on this? And it's literally, if anything, they could say, like, you know how they be like, oh, worst you could say is no. Like, all they could be is like, oh no, we don't really have the facilities for NIL. Cool, that's whatever. But if you don't ask, they not about to just give you no bread.
AKA.
That's not how that works. Like, please try to at least start a conversation so that you know what is out there.
Yeah, you gotta bring it up, and you can't be afraid to talk about it, because money's. Some people are not comfortable talking about money, but in this day and age, you bump all that. Like,
you just have to.
Like, again, another player it didn't work out. He left the school, but the conversation. And again, being a part of his circle, like one of the assistant coaches told me that he'd be taken care of. Just to find out, he told me, like, the player told me, like, he didn't get a single dollar this year. So now that looks bad on their part. And I'm just like, yo, that's messed up. Like, guys were recruiting him. You thought really highly of him. Barely played. Like, this just didn't make sense. But you got to have that conversation, be real. Like even if it's not as much. Like
Bro,
anything
$100. That's NIL.
Yeah,
Fuck it. Take it.
anything matters, right?
But
Take
also,
it.
say they are giving you just said he was promised something or whatever. You gotta go hoop, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You gotta go.
That's the
hoop.
first and foremost.
That's what I'm saying.
But if they
When
gonna
you
give
go
you a
into
little
them,
extra bread,
it don't start in November, that first game. When you go to school, whatever, June, early June, late June, you do those summer sessions. Hey, y'all are all competing right then and there. It start right there. That is your teammate, of course, but you gotta
kill him.
Like we hear the NBA all the time. Like I'm going at his job. Like this, I feed my family like this.
Right.
As a kid, like I said, you don't sometimes that your brain not even developed to think that way. But like I feel like not like I felt like we seeing like the kids like become more business savvy because that's like just the world it is now. Like it is still brand new. Like so.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like you said, being business savvy. I think like if you're a higher and we got high level players hopefully listening to this, but like if you get this a lot of money, you got to make sure you have the right people in place. You got to be careful of the NIL agents trying to take money off the top, like 15%. I saw a story the other day. Dude didn't do much. The kid was gonna make $200 from the NIL collective, and he was trying to say like I'm exclusive to you, like I promote you. So I need 15% of that $200K.
15% is nuts.
You know what I'm saying? But so like again, that's another conversation that needs to be had and players need to be aware of. Like certain agents, not agents, but like NIL agents. If you're with the legit agency, it's a different story. But there's been a lot of pop-up guys, a lot of pop-up little things coming up.
Steve saw me take one of those one time.
Here we go.
I was on one of them.
And then the other thing is just
could have been.
It could have been records. The other thing is just like as a community, like I think basketball players need to be, again, there needs to be things set in place to have them be more financially literate, financially savvy. Because if you think about it, we just talked about it. If we got that bread, we that crazy. But if you have the resources to help educate, tell the kid, hey, you need to, put some of this money away for tax purposes. Yeah. Like that's what you forget. Like it's taxable money at this point. And it's a lot because if it's a high, you're in a high tax bracket. If you're getting paid that much. And then on top of that, then you gotta figure out maybe invest some, put some to the side, maybe start a foundation to help you with that. Get some tax cuts. Like there's little things in place.
Honestly, shout out the parents that's like really in their kids' corner. Don't even like. So like I give two examples. So I'm filming with AJ at Nike the other day. They're doing a Q&A. They asked his dad, how is it to have like the number one kid in the country? He goes, in my house, he might be number one kid in the country, but in my house, he's number 4. He said, in my house, he's number 4. He that's still my son. He's still like he probably just turned 18 or something. Like still my son. He's like, all these people keep coming around, like want to give this to him, that to him. Where were they 3 years ago when you were a kid and no one wanted to talk to you? Now they want something. Then the Mingos, I'm talking to their dad yesterday. Caden's going to Penn State, top 40 kid. Yeah. Dylan is a top 10 kid in the younger class. Yep. He's like, yo, like everyone just got their hand out, but I'm keeping my family close knit, bro. Like everyone just wants something from us. Like what happens if he get hurt or something? You like where you gonna be at?
They're gonna be gone.
Yeah, they're gonna be gone. That's why you gotta have those people in your corner that keeping you grounded. Because like I do see it a lot. Like a lot of these like it's hard not to like. Everyone love you. Like if everyone love you from when you 12 to 8, like how you not gonna be a little big headed? Like everyone just thinks you're like they're bowing at your feet.
That's that SGA shit. The what Gillen that was talking about.
Like they bowing at your feet, bro. Like
that's crazy.
I'm like so you just.
I also think too, like to his point about getting education. Yo, please, athletes. I'm tired of seeing the blurry. What's it called? Hey, I'm blah, 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 blah. Please stop doing that shit, man. Hit up somebody that's in the film, television, and production. What's it called? Hit up somebody that used to record you. Like, do a good job, bro. Like, I know it don't seem like nothing to you, and they paying you all the bread, but like, it means a lot to like actually put some shit together, bro. If you know how to really
market yourself,
oh my, you could get even more.
Like Jared McCain is actually the perfect example. Like clearly he's doing it on the NBA level now, but like.
But he was doing that through high school.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying.
bro.
Like he knew how to market him. Like clearly he's dancing and stuff. But like his videos are like
Are
clean
good.
cut videos. Like he clearly took the time to
Bro.
learn how to edit at least a little bit. You don't gotta be freaking me or Ralph.
Yeah.
But like you like learn how to put things out, put things together. Then companies are like, oh yeah,
People like to see good
but like
content.
if you giving some like
Yo,
if you giving
blurry
some
joint.
50%.
Yo, come get my code. And then I'm seeing some boy walk through the background. Like, come on, bro. Like, do a better job. Like, they paying you to press. And you know which video I'm talking about. You know which video I'm talking about.
Hey, I don't know what he talking about, bro. I don't even know what he talking about.
He knows. Yo, just like it really like
Nah, for real though.
like for me, if I'm a company, right? I know that, and I'm giving you this thing to go do a product. It means a whole lot to me knowing that you took your time to make it look good. But when I just see you and you just come pull up, is lit. Ah man, that shit made me feel like my shit is ass.
Take
like,
that extra 10 minutes. But
I'm
like,
taking my time.
that 10
to put
minutes
money
could be
in
the
you.
difference from
Another deal.
them working with you
What?
that one post and them offering you a 10 deal sponsor like
I
a
might
10
fly
post.
you out to the headquarters and
Yeah.
show you how it worked, and now we could do a whole video together.
And then
but
their
you-
friends talking. Those people in those back rooms are all friends. Like
Right.
they're at this company. Oh yeah, he's a great person to work with. He was easy to work with. He
Yeah.
gave us a great product.
He
really,
knows a lot.
Really
He can-
appreciated us.
he's a part of
like
the
even
process.
even if you don't care, like just
Bro,
fake it. Like
crazy as fuck, son.
Yeah.
They gotta stop with that. I don't want to see no more blurry shit,
that's
man.
funny.
A little bit more energy. So I'm Drew Sawyer. This is Jordan Petway. We do Thank You Basketball. We've been doing stuff for the past couple of years. We wanted to do a little bit something more competitive. So all you guys are hand-picked, hand-selected. All the hoopers in your town, cities, wherever you're from. Wanted to bring you guys out, like I said, to compete today. We got a nice roster of coaches, videographers, former players, D1, D2, D3, overseas players that are here helping, current guys that are in high school that are about to go to college. So a lot of basketball knowledge in the gym today.
Brief intermission.
Had some things in the studio. We
Had
had
some things in the studio. I wanted to do a quick little shout out. If you saw the intermission, then I put it in there. I want to say shout out to Drew Sawyer and Jordan Petway on their Thank You Basketball.
AKA Shake Hoops.
Yeah, AKA Shake Hoops, but on the Thank You Basketball thing.
First off, let's talk about how the event went. Both of you were there, right? Let's
Amazing,
talk
bro.
about
I
Event went great.
want to give
Event
the
went
shout
great.
out, bro. I want to give the shout out because it's not only just like Connecticut thing. I think it should be like a basketball thing, and I think they're doing a great job, and they are repping for CT. So I want to give them their flowers, and I want to say thank you for inviting me, having me there, and then thank you for even throwing the event in the first place.
Yeah, definitely thank you, Ralph, for coming out. We had a lot of people come out and just like they didn't like. This is like we not paying nobody for this. Like no kid paid to come to that. They all got free shoes and stuff like that. Like we just like me and Drew, like we just trying to give back. Like we both see the big world of basketball. Drew works at brand marketing or basketball marketing for Puma. So he sees like Schroeder, Michael Porter, Scoot. Like these are people he's close hands in hands with. I know he's been around Melo and all that stuff. Like then I work with Pat Bev and I'm with AJ, Ian, Elliott. Like we've seen like the highest level of basketball. But at the end of the day, we both from Connecticut. Like and we like there's a lot of talent in Connecticut. Like there's sometimes I'll go to a game. Be like, oh, he remind me of this one person I play with, but that one person never really got to do nothing because they are from Connecticut. And I've been other places like, yeah, I'm from Connecticut. People like, where's that? Like,
No clue.
People don't know what Connecticut is. They think of like it's just rich or something like that. But it's a lot of talent in Connecticut. Just trying to give back. We're gonna actually have a high school one soon. We're in the worst of talking about it. Just trying to keep expanding, give back to Connecticut, give kids a platform. Like we even posted a few videos already. It's getting a lot of good feedback and stuff like that. So just trying to combine like Drew's marketing with my Drew's marketing, basketball knowledge, my basketball knowledge, and my videos and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a great event.
And for the high school thing, like please like know that it's invite. So like you know what I mean. We're gonna do our due diligence to look and see who we think should be in there. It's not like It's not like anybody could pull up. You know what I mean? Like they'll hopefully they'll do events like that.
At some point, we'll have that. But right now we're trying to
want the cream of the crop. Want to showcase the best of the best.
Like that's like even for the 8th grade, there was a few people that couldn't come. We understand like people are busy. People got AAU and stuff like that. But yeah, like we want honestly we want it to be like, oh damn, I missed that. Damn, I should have went. Like that's how like it's okay if you did, but that's how we kind of wanna run it. So
So how'd you guys real quick? How'd you guys kind of make that list of players? I'm just curious. That's interesting.
Shout out Coach Torres. Hove. He knew a lot of 8th grade. Like he's in the basketball world around here. Trains a lot of kids. Coaches AAU from Norwalk, and Coach Jamal that coaches at Weston. Knew a lot of players. Shout out Ralph and Dre. JJ came down. Like that was a big help. One of the top kids in the country right now. So they just pretty much made that list. I'm not really too well versed on the 8th grade side right now. But yeah, like even I was saying, Ralph, like these kids was out there hooping. Like I'm like, oh,
he be hating.
Hey man, hey, I seen a lot of basketball in my life. I seen a lot of, you feel me? I gotta see it up close.
Yeah, nah, he just be hating, but he should know. You know what I mean? We CT. You know what I mean?
But like
we play good ball.
We've all talked about this. Like we see A60, like I'm gonna count BD, Preston, London, like that's up. Like they up right now.
Yeah.
We don't really got nobody in 203 right now. Yeah. We got Cam and all them, but like you know what I mean, like
high major,
yeah, like job, yeah. But we
really have. Who was the last high major kid in the 203?
Max.
Max.
And then you got Christian Jones too. But like
next one's is
Parrish.
Parrish is next. Parrish is definitely HM.
Is Torre 203?
Yeah, Torre is 203.
Okay.
So, but those are like one-offs. I'm saying like
consistent.
Like ND, we just mollywop Stanford or whatever. I think we might have talked about that last. I don't know if we did.
Yeah,
whatever they.
Or no, we talked about. We didn't talk about it. We talked about it with
yeah. So like, but like stuff like that. Like I don't know any. Clearly Notre Dame is good and stuff like that. But like the public schools that used to be like these great schools, but like seeing like these going back to what it is, seeing these 8th grade kids, they're all pretty much going to their public schools. These are like the next generation. Like I actually like really see them like playing in high school and having an impact like on their teams.
I
mean, like I saw 4 kids that I work with. Will, he's going to
be really good.
Yeah, he's going to ride Country Day. He's about 6'3", he said now. So he's got some tough. He listed. He's still growing. He's still growing.
And I seen he's 2030.
Yeah, he's going to reclass. I should. Oh well, he's not from. They're not from Connecticut, but obviously JJ. JJ's. I know he's 2030 now, but like he's like that.
Special.
Like he's special. I think again he's just got to develop mentally. Obviously he's shot, but like he's special. Our guy T, Tristan. Tristan, my guy Tristan, Sullivan.
Yeah, homie, nice.
Yeah, shout out Ty. Ty, we're gonna get you on the podcast soon. And then my other boy, Andrew Freedy. He goes. They all. So Tristan and Andrew, they both go to St. Luke's. Will's gonna go to
Andrew, the one with the black hair.
Curly hair. He's light skinned. Short, skinny, but he got handled. He played for High Rise.
That was the hit you liked.
Oh,
he had the jaws on, the black jaws.
I knew I seen a Steve Hezzy when I seen a Steve Hezzy. Man, yo, he hit it. Oh my gosh.
This kid right here. Let me show you.
He says
he was in the post.
Hezzy.
Yeah, this one. Him.
Oh no,
it's a different kid.
Yeah, no.
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this kid.
I seen him. No,
I did see him, but that's not the one I was talking about. I was about to say.
And then I guess JJ, he's at a private school too. So again, that's the thing though. Like the kids that are solid in CT, like they're not in a lot of them. Or I don't know about the rest of the kids, but I don't think I saw the two brothers. They go to private school. They're from.
If they gonna be.
I didn't see them. I just
I think he said they were from Milford.
If they develop the way they supposed to, they're good. They're gonna terrorize.
They play for Riverside.
Yo,
I think so.
I can't lie. Like, I know that video went viral a couple years ago of like Zay Flowers playing with the men and the Sword, the Thompson twins on that same team. Yo, they really like they look identical. Like I'm sure there's a differentiator between them, but like, yo, their builds are the same, their styles are the same. I'm like, yo, like if they grow and progress at the same rate and keep and stay in the gym with each other and go to the same school, they're gonna be special, bro. I really like what I'm looking at from them. And then a lot of times too, like with rankings and with seeing like some of these 8th graders and like the reclassing and stuff, sometimes you see an 8th grader and you're like, oh, like clearly like he's ahead of everybody. But like I feel like they're progressing at a rate that you do in 8th grade. Like they look like an 8th grader.
Yeah, and I think going on this, like I think, it'd be dope if you guys can also do a girl side. But I think that 8th grade year in terms of development is so huge, right? If you can like really grind, like that's why I'm on him. Tristan, he already on a regimen. He works out a lot. He got a performance trainer because Pops, obviously Pops knows he represents a bunch of NBA guys and he's been through it. Even Will, like I've been talking to the parents when he just moved to Connecticut last year or a year and a half ago. So again, like
we're claiming him.
Yeah. Sorry.
He moved from St. Louis. But again, just the thought process. He's so mature for being 2030. Like he's got that work mentality. But like if we can instill that in these kids, like who knows?
Starts early, man. Starts early.
But we're seeing that now. Hopefully in the 203. So by the time they're all in high school, hopefully they don't go too far. Yeah. And then we got something to really talk about.
I gotta do it. You know me, big shit starter. You know what I mean? There were some things said at that camp that I know you disagreed with.
So someone basically just tried to talk to the kids, and he was like, yeah, he basically kind of was saying like, yeah, 8th grade don't matter. Like he was saying like, oh, like I could rank like. His messages came across wrong. It was terribly delivered. But he was basically saying, like, 8th grade don't matter. Like, you could be ranked today and not ranked later down the line. Like, I'm not really trying to rank. But, like, in my head, I'm like, nah, this 8th grade matters the most right now. Yeah. Like, you seeing seniors right now that are taking care of their family. Like, seniors in high school. Like, not everyone's going to get NIL bread and stuff like that. But, like, nah, like get you all these cameras, all these media you could get put on before you even touch a high school court. Yeah. Like why wouldn't it matter? Like these early years are the most important because you got to think. People always think, yeah, like I'm a senior, I'm gonna get recruited. Nah, like you need to be you need to get recruited probably. I would say coaches should probably start hitting your line freshman year. I guess a little bit if you're nice, if you're dumb nice. Sophomore, junior year are like the biggest years for coaches hitting you up because you got to think they're trying to fill their roster. Clearly, you have the portal and stuff like that now, whatever. Like, they just go with the classic model. Coaches are trying to, get on their radar. I see this kid coming up. Let me start hitting him up. So you got to think your sophomore year, you were just in 8th grade 2 years ago. Like, that's not that much time. So you got to start right then and there. Right then and there.
Yeah, so I mean, I get the message.
Like I get the message. It was just delivered. It was just delivered.
It just came out wrong. But I get that point. But you're right. Like I think the classic model, obviously it's going to be extinct. But like to your point, like you're saying, I think that because this is so relationship based, right? You gotta develop now. You gotta be as good as you possibly can be. Like
you're nowhere near your peak.
No,
but
you gotta.
It's the groundwork.
This is what I've been preaching to the players that I've been working with at South Kent. All my NODAT players. Like I'm like, yo, if your goal is really to get to college, you have to. No matter what age you are, you can be 7th, 8th, 9th. You have to be a basketball professional now. Like if that's your goal and your dream, you got to learn how to treat yourself like a pro. You have to learn sacrifice now to have a shot, because you do that well. Yeah, coach is going to recruit you, but obviously we just seen like Akin Luda, what's his name?
Caden Lewis.
Decommitted from Kentucky. That's because all the transfers came in. Again, you know, he was a top 20, and he's a top 25 kid.
Dumb nice.
But I'm bringing this up just
Super
because even if you get all those offers sophomore, junior, senior year, nothing's solidified. But if you develop the relationships with each coach, you don't know where they can go by the time you're there. They may be just as much as there's a AAU portal. We got to talk about AAU portal, but as much as there's like a transfer portal, there's a coaches portal too.
Like
So
like Chris Jeffrey. Chris was committed to Chris. I just made a video about this. Came up this past year, ended up ranked, mad high major offers, killed this past year. He deserved it. Like grinded and was nice. 1,020% committed to Maryland, was ready to go to Maryland. He was talking about Maryland before he committed. Like, he was one of those, oh, yeah, we know you're going to Maryland. Maryland does good this year. Coach says, let me go get this Villanova bag. But good relationship with the coach. Trust you're going to be a good player. Bro, come with me.
We'll take you wherever.
Honestly, I think he's more of a Big East point
I
guard
think
than he's a Big 12.
I'd rather Chris in the Big
I was
East,
about
too.
to say,
I'd rather Chris in the
like,
Big East, too.
the way St. John's used Kadari, I see them using the same way. Like
Chris
he's up that
is
build.
I'm not gonna put this, Chris. If you watch this, you stink, bro. Like I'm gonna give you credit, but you not that good. But nah, like Brunson, like
Bro.
footwork, 6'3",
Plays off two.
6'3", plays off two,
Yeah.
footwork. I can hit it, but I'm getting in my mid range. I'm making my teammates better. Like Villanova point guard. I know it's a different coach and stuff, but
and then a bully too.
Brunson,
Bully.
Yeah.
but right-handed Brunson.
So, and then the other person I want to bring up is your boy, right? Like, he's visiting, Ian's visiting St. John's. Weren't they on him heavy?
Ian was
before?
on, they were on Ian for sure. They were
Yeah.
definitely on
So
Ian.
now-
Ian, come home, son. Come home.
Hey, that's right. Ian, that's right down
by
the street, my
Yo,
boy.
Come home.
I live in Jamaica, bro.
Come home. Yeah.
You know we need episode whatever we on, bro.
Yeah, come home.
But again, the point is, it's just you don't know where you're gonna end up. That's
Yeah.
why those relationships are so important. No matter what level it is, you gotta become the best version of yourself. And he had a solid year. He averaged what, 11 points?
He ended
Coming
averaging
off-
12. Yeah.
Coming off the bench, and where he
all,
should have
all
probably been.
SEC freshman.
Yeah, like where he should have been, playing a lot more. So again, the relationships, no matter what, like rewinding back to that message you were saying, I think it actually does start in 8th grade because it's a different time from what he's used to. The message probably was something of old where
he's
it's
an old
not.
fart.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I said it. He's
Anyway.
an old fart. Yeah.
Anyway, the message has
Plumber.
gotta just be said better. But again, I think start 8th grade is really a separation. Even 7th grade, the 2030s, like you gotta, so you can be ahead of the 8th graders, and then you're ahead of the game. Like it's all about how can you get ahead. And the reclass at this point it makes plenty of sense because there's what rush is there to go to college now?
None.
Bro, you go JUCO, play 2 years, and be a freshman.
I don't think that rule is a thing.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah,
It's rap cap.
It was just.
Bro, I don't know. My
It didn't. So okay, I'm gonna address that. So what happened is it's just something that's proposed. It has to get approved, but I don't think it's going to. But because of the JUCO stuff, right? If you play JUCO during that COVID period, everyone got an extra year this year.
Oh, that's why.
Every person that played JUCO basketball, even if you're a D2, I've seen on Twitter, due to the JUCO rule, I'm looking to transfer now, like D1s, D2s. I'm up. My DMs are open. That's what they say.
Fries back now.
But again, so that's why that's what that is right now. But it's a weird time. But again, yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, go ahead.
Nah, it's funny because like I was thinking about it the other day because I was at the Thank You Basketball thing and I ran into a guy who used to kind of coach me in like 8th grade, and then I went up to go try to dunk because I'm messing around, I like to have fun, whatever. And he was like, "Yo, don't hurt yourself now." And I was like, "Man, me what? I got 5 years of eligibility left." Like, but like I really like was sitting there and thinking about it. I'm like, so I had a late birthday or early birthday? Yeah, late birthday. So like I graduated high school at 17. So like I could have went down to class and that would have been like my actual class.
Yeah.
But then I could have reclassed again. You know what I'm saying? I could have reclassed again. So thinking about like me being a sophomore in college and that being my senior year, I felt like being a sophomore in college, that was like, I want to say my peak athletically, but like, you get your grown man strength. Like you fill out a little bit. Like I was just like, damn, like imagine if that was my senior year. Like what the fuck? Like
19,
what?
18,
Oh
19,
man.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking about that, how that is so crazy. And like, you really do like AJ said it one time on an interview. He was just like, yo, like I really just wasn't like, my body wasn't ready yet. Like I was gangly, like my feet were bad, my knees were hurting. Like, but then when I felt like I was like, oh, okay, like I'm finally coming into my own, I just went back up because I did all I can do here. Now I could just go back up. So I don't really got a problem with the fucking thing because you still got to hoop.
I seen this. Now we transition to high school a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So this dude called Hoop Politics on TikTok too. Shout out him.
Yep.
He said something. It was like, so we see Tyron Stokes not playing AAU this year.
I did see that.
Number one player in the country, not playing AAU. Potential reclass up.
Probably gonna reclass.
So the Hoop Politics dude said, all right, these kids want to reclass up. Cooper Flag, that worked out. AJ is probably gonna work out. But he said, you don't get cool points for reclassing up and playing bad. So when I heard that, I'm like, yo, that's a bar. Because you reclass up, right? Say you play all right, like you're like, oh, I reclass up. They don't care. You not know whatever age, you a freshman at that point. Yeah. They don't care what grade you came from. You're a freshman.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Again, I haven't watched Tyron like that. I just know he physically he's ready for it. I don't know about his skill.
Physically, yes, but I don't know. Like I don't see the rush to me. But like I know, maybe you're trying to get like everyone's different. Maybe you're trying to get to the league. You got your own agenda. I don't really see the rush. Maybe he just wants to work out or doesn't have. I don't know.
It's the same thing for classing down. If you class down and you stink, like yo,
why'd you reclass?
Why'd you like? You know what I mean? We're not giving you no grace for that. Like
you actually get scrutinized more.
Like you said, when you're making these decisions, you need to make them with true intentions and knowing what the plan is. Like. If you're truly not ready for that, and that's the reason why you reclass down, don't reclass back up because now it's like, oh, people are saying I'm a reclass assassin. Like, I got to go back up. No, like, bro, just stay the course.
Somebody like JJ, the twins, the Bowman twins. They're playing 8th grade, right? These twins, if they were from Connecticut, I would have told you to invite them, but they're from like Westchester, but they're good. Like they're good. He's seen them all the time. They just reclassed to 2030 and they're going to prep schools next year. Like Emmy, this girl I trained, she's from Mamaroneck. She's actually one of the better players in her grade in Westchester, and she's the youngest. Her birthday's November. She turns 15 at the end of this year. She was going to be a sophomore. If she reclassed, that would put her in a better echelon, in my opinion, with her actual peers, and I think could push her to be more of a scholar, like a potential Division I kid. Yeah. But again, it's just there has to be a plan. You can't just do it. And just to do it. Again, you'll be considered ass, right?
Yeah. Nah, you reclass down and you stink, son.
But again, with that being said, those guys, if they do get those offers and stuff, have the ability to go back up and then, see what it is. And then let's since we're talking about this reclassing and whatnot, and we're talking about like AJ Cooper, Tyron. Like I know I saw a post you just posted about it. Like Darren Peterson versus AJ.
I think there's a lot of recency bias. Like of course it has to be recent because that's their standing at that point. But I think there was two different motives going on at that point, like at this point. So we look at AJ's situation, right? AJ went to St. Sebastian.
Yeah.
St. Sebastian, right? Mm-hmm. Destroyed Knepsack. Oh, my God. Yeah. As a freshman. Oh, my God. Was killing Knepsack. Yep. Mm-hmm. Destroyed Knepsack. EYBL, freshman year. EYBL was scoring leader his freshman year.
Yep.
I think that's when he reclassed up, maybe.
No,
that was a year after.
Yeah,
so back. Maybe he went back to St. Sebastian, maybe, or did he do 2 years at Prolific?
Nah,
Well, he did 1 year.
he did.
at
So he
Prolific.
did 2 years of Sebastian.
because
Prolific,
he
and then
remember
Utah
he
this year.
did the year, but then he went
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, so 2 years. So I think he was in 8th grade, maybe at St. Sebastian.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
He
Okay.
was. He
Yes.
was.
So 2 years St. Sebastian, killed EYBL for Expressions 2 year, goes to Prolific Prep.
Yeah.
Prolific Prep. They ended up losing that year, but he's young. You gotta think he's a younger guy. Tyron is like a sophomore at that point. They
Right.
were kind of a young team. Like
They were in the same class.
yeah. So
They were 1 and 2 on the same team.
So he was dumb nice. Like AJ was dumb nice, whatever. This year it felt like, oh, I'm making my business move.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is my time to make my business move. I'm gonna go to Utah early. They
Right.
probably gave him whatever. Nobody knows, whatever. That team. Context matters. That team had like 3 different head coaches this year, mad different players. It was kind of a mess. To
the
be
kid
honest.
from JL3 was there by the end of the year. That was
Like,
weird. The tall bald kid.
Yeah,
Like,
he was a mid-year transfer.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So he came from a not bummy school. Let me not say that, but like a school that wasn't that good.
Bad situation.
Yeah, and then on top of that, but like I was so we played Redemption Christian, and I was trying to find film, and they played in October. So the Redemption Christian played that. I don't know what high school it was. It was in Texas, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Texas, and I'm watching. I'm like, why is this lanky, tall, bald kid look familiar? Then I see him on social media. He's still super raw. Like so that you have a 6'11",
like I've seen
raw.
Utah Prep like 3 times this year. They actually weren't that good. Like they're not like they're not what people think. But
And the
you gotta
Hawaiian
think.
kid too, right?
JJ,
JJ,
yeah.
Mana
Like they're like it's him, AJ, and then like they had they weren't that good. Like to be honest.
Yeah.
Prolific, you got DP. You
Right.
got 5-star here, 5-star here, 5-star there, 5-star there, 5-star there. Number two for sophomore. I don't know the actual rank,
Right.
but you have this is a lot of structure. AJ was at Prolific, ended up leaving.
Right.
Business move. Prolific, Adidas.
Oh.
Prolific is Adidas. I think
Yeah.
AJ wore Nikes. Conflict of
conflict of
interest.
interest.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah.
These are the things
Business
people.
moves.
Business moves. These are things people don't think about. No, let's get you in a Nike uniform. We'll roll out the carpet for you. Business moves. DP, Adidas athlete.
Adidas.
Athlete.
Yep.
Played Prolific, but he absolutely hooped this year.
Yeah.
He's dumb.
Tweaked.
He's dumb nice.
Tweaked.
Yeah, he's
Dumb
super
nice.
nice.
Tweaked.
Goes to Chipotle Nationals, hits a big shot against Lehigh. They end up losing, but then he's at McDonald's was before that. What's McDonald's this year? Adidas. Him, I watched the game. They're on the same team, so I don't understand how people are like, oh yeah, like DP dominated AJ in the game. Like they were on the same team. If you look at the end of the game stats, they kind of had identical numbers.
Yep.
DP won co-MVP with Boozer, but like I get it. Like the 247 all them, they trying to get their ratings up too. Like everyone
They want to
like
cause some sort of
If you know who
conflict.
it's gonna be,
and then like I
it doesn't help.
bet when ESPN updates theirs, AJ probably will be one. Like it's gonna be conflict of
yeah,
interest.
yeah.
Like, but like these are like just the conversation starters that people want to have. But like I feel like there's been so much. What's with the AJ hate lately? Like
Yeah,
man.
I'm not gonna lie. That's why I've been
Like,
not
what-
hate, but like but like they're
what you
slighting
mean.
him.
yeah, like what? Like
what?
I'm just
Are we
confused. What
missing
changed?
something?
'Cause
Like,
I seen him at Peach Jam against Night Riders was OD this year. People don't understand Dante Allen. Like you'd see the Boozer twins, but they had Dante Allen.
Allen,
He just decommitted from Villanova, but dumb nice went to Mount Verde. Caleb Wilson.
Yo.
Then they had another light skinned kid that's going to Florida. I watched him get 40 in City of Palms. They're dumb nice. I'm watching AJ. But mid range, threes, dunks, like he's killing. Like he did all he could.
Sidebar: I know you said it, but the Boozer twins got one of the most impressive high school basketball shits.
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yo.
For
If
Ever.
you don't like their games, you don't like basketball.
Bro,
They win. They
Win,
play
son.
basketball the right way,
win.
and that's an example of you can play. You don't gotta score. You don't gotta do anything crazy. You just dominate at what you do, and you don't care what. If you win, the eyes come to you anyway.
I've actually made a video. I literally just made a video. I said, I think Isaiah Evans should stay at Duke. I know beginning of the year, we were saying, like, oh, he should be playing. Ended up in the rotation a little bit this year, in and out the
He ain't
rotation.
play much in the NCAA
Didn't really play in the tournament like that. But the way their team is structured, people were trying to say, nah, the Boozers is coming in. It's their team. You've never watched the Boozers. Those are the two most selfless kids I've ever, like, not ever seen, but most selfless stars. Like, they have every right to go and take every single shot.
Yeah.
It's sometimes I'm like, I wish Cam Boozer would go dominate. Like,
Right.
but at the end of the game, he gonna have 20 and 12 every game. 20 and 12
Yo,
every
he
game.
he
Consistently.
plays so hard.
Yo.
And he rebounds. He sets good screens. He can he's
No cap.
yo like
And then I'm all for players building on something they've done, like on the work that they've done. Like for him to go try to leave just because some people was coming in, like that's soft, bro. Like you had a good year. You know what I mean? You built relationship with the coach, you built relationship with the fans, you built relationship with the program. Build on that. And then you could have an even better
I think
sophomore year.
It is
bro.
situational. Like some
For
people,
sure, but like I'm talking
like
Isaiah.
Isaiah
I'm-
Evans
I'm
situation,
big
I
on
think
that.
he'll have the keys to be that main scorer next
Bro.
year.
Yeah, for
but like
sure.
somebody like Ian, all right, maybe you should get out of there. Like you
Yeah,
don't know
'cause you don't know the direction.
You don't know
the
what
direction.
where Hubert's mind
Right.
is. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's
Right.
situation is different, but yeah, like Isaiah Evans.
I like when guys stay at the 2 years. I do. I even like you know what I mean.
You the last.
last
you
of a
got
die.
a lot of hope, bro.
Yeah.
Listen,
last
I'm
of
just
die
saying.
breed.
I'm just saying. Like,
I
'cause-
mean,
'cause
it's been
I
a
like,
while. He hasn't said anything.
I
Isaiah.
like when they build upon the years that they have. I'm in the. This is in the perfect realm. Like when they're doing well and there's no reason for them to leave. In my eyes.
What a I got a hot take that hopefully we can get this edited and out in open. Hot take: the Boozer Twins decommit and go to Miami because we just found out something this morning. Hot take. What do you think? They're so
Hey,
right.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Oh no. You go ahead.
One second.
So, I would just-
No. Andrew Moran.
Yes, Andrew Moran.
Andrew, great guy. Always says what's up at EYB. I like him. Great guy. Runs Miami Hoop School. If y'all don't know what Miami Hoop School is, look it up
They're-
on any platform, and he probably trains some of your favorite players.
Yep.
Great trainer, great coach. They won Peach Jam 3 times.
Unheard
Not
of.
one, not two,
Not 3. You know what I
3
mean?
times. 15, 16, 17.
Unheard of.
That's almost like, that's harder than winning an NBA chip.
Yo,
Like,
facts.
it's hard to win a Peach Jam.
No cap.
They won in Florida 4 times.
Yup.
This
The
is the
state
Boozer
tournament.
Twins head coach that I'm talking about. 1 in 4 times. Won Chipotle Nationals this year.
They lost.
That's-
They lost in the finals last
Lost in
year.
the finals last year. So that is the best
To-
team in the country.
Coop and them.
Cooping him. And that's a team. That's a
That
team.
team
you know what I mean?
dominated.
Coop and them is,
That's-
one of the best high
I
school
was just
teams
about to
ever.
say that.
But
That's
they,
a team
yeah,
that can go up with
and
anybody.
and they all dominated college.
Yeah, all
So
day. So
okay,
we'll
go
take
for it.
that
Keep
out.
going. Yeah, but that's still
This
crazy.
guy that has been in my corner,
Right.
in our corner forever.
Right.
I'm not saying
Gets
I'm not
hired.
saying they gonna decommit. They said, like, yeah, we're going to do that. The McDonald's thing. They said it, but I wouldn't be surprised, bro,
You know what I'm
because the
saying?
coach that recruited them is the head coach.
So yeah,
And they from
we don't. We
Florida.
didn't.
Like you're
we
winning.
didn't, we
Winning
didn't,
is winning.
we
like,
didn't-
and if I'm comfortable winning with you, and we've won with you,
we didn't specify where. So, the University of Miami, Jai Lucas was hired, who was the associate head coach at Duke, and he took the job right before the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Moran, they just announced it today that he's hired as an assistant coach, player development. Coincidence that the head coach was the main person recruiting the Twins, and then your high school coach trainer gets hired by you, the U.
stamp it.
It's conspiracy. It's
It's
a
a
conspiracy.
conspiracy. We don't know
It's
if
a
it's
conspiracy,
Stamp it.
but hey, man, if that happens, ooh,
It's gonna be scary.
that'd be
because honestly,
because you got to think though, like, who's Duke really bringing in besides like unless they get like Nate Ament or something too, like that would be OD
Is he
clearly.
committed?
no,
not
What's
yet.
up with
he,
that?
he pushed it back again.
Bo-
What's up with that?
No, I think that's where it's going. If I'm a high school kid,
I'm
I'm not
waiting.
coming. I'm not coming until late May, bro.
waiting, right?
I'm waiting
I'm waiting to
until
see
the
that.
portal.
I'm waiting to see that portal playing out.
Man.
Like we just said,
Super smart.
Caden Lewis. Oh damn! Like you got to think the coaches,
Yo,
the coaches
Kentucky
recruiting
brought in
you.
mad heads.
They're probably like, oh yeah, like this is where you're gonna fit in. This is where you're gonna fit in. You don't know how that year's gonna go. That
Right.
year could go some way. Coaches are in the background. Like we said, I'm trying to feed my family. Oh,
Right.
yeah, let me bring this guard in. I'm going to bring this wing, this big. Oh, yeah, let me get these 2 veteran guards. They average 15 here. Let me get this guard. Coach, what about me? You said I'm your 5-star project. Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Like, we're going to work.
Get you in.
Nah, I'm out of there, bro. But, like, that's why I'm like, oh, you might as well just wait to commit till late May.
Yeah.
You know for sure.
But that's so now to bring up this point because we brought this up, like, is that the new timeline for high school recruit, high level ones?
I think if you're like a top 5 kid, like, all right, you gonna commit early because then they gotta move off of you. Like they're gonna move off of you. Like you look crazy not playing a top 5 kid. Like
yeah.
you're gonna look crazy.
But then what about
when you get the 5 to 20,
25?
20 to 50? You might have to.
You might wait a little bit.
Or, but it might. It's like all the situations is crazy. If you don't commit early. Yeah, we don't got a spot for you. I'm sorry. You gotta go mid-major.
You might have to go get that stick.
So here's example. Like
again, or something.
That's I will talk off camera about that one. But what about London Jemison with Alabama? Like he committed early. Now Bama's throwing in Jalil, Taylor Bowen, and some other guys, right? Mo Diabite going to, but he left. He left to Kentucky. But like this is what we're saying that level school,
you don't know what you're signing up for anymore.
You don't know what this going to happen.
Nas left. Nas was redshirting this year.
Yeah.
So he redshirted this year, but he entered the portal. He's leaving. So I think London fits Alabama. Like I don't see no team.
Threes.
Yeah, I don't see no like Grant. Like literally look at Grant Nelson. London fits the mold of Alabama. But like you said, it's just a lot of guys, and I feel like they probably like I wouldn't know, but like decommitting probably is a lot. Like that's
scary too.
That's scary. Like what if nobody want me? Yeah, what if nobody want? Like what if there's no room? I gotta go. Like you know what I'm saying? Like.
Right.
You know, these are just things to bring up just so players are like, damn. And these are high level players, though.
Yeah.
You know, again, I posted a video yesterday talking about how I have one of my kids who reached out to a D2, said, I like your film, but our pecking order goes transfer portal, JUCO, prep school, high school. I'm sorry, we're not interested. Like that's what that was in the email. And I'm just like, damn.
That's crazy.
And this is he's not bad. He could definitely play D2. I think he, prospered at the D3 level, but like that's where we're at.
Right.
And that's the D2. And then I got guys competing for D3. Kid, I'm not gonna say his name, but like he went on a visit this past weekend to a D3, nice school. The coach told him it was between him and another kid from another prep school, and he was like, "Oh, I need another day." And then he called him back. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple weeks because I got to figure out if I got to cut somebody from our team. This is a D3 now."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he's got to wait now, and he's a senior. He's like, "Shit, like I don't got
doing?
much going on right now."
You see all people don't think about that, the outside stuff. All your friends is committing to college,
or saying they're going to go to school.
All your basketball friends got schools already, or even your kid, people that don't play basketball. I'm going here. At your school posting, oh, congrats, they're going here. You're like, damn, like where I'm gonna go? Like what if like I'm gonna be home? Like what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like
And now you settling and you reaching on something that just to fulfill a need or what's it called rather than what's
void.
Yeah, rather than what's best for you.
Yeah, so it's a
scary.
It's a tough time. It's a tough time, and again, if you really love it, you're gonna have to. Again, that's that word I said. I think the key word here is sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot to make it happen.
Yeah, man. I mean, we covered a lot. Yeah. We talked about a lot.
Wait, I think we gotta talk about this. How we feeling about AAU season this year?
Oh shit, yeah. Let's address this real quick. I think there's some teams that I'm seeing taking this European model.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, which is where college game is now, right? Where it's the European pro level, but we're taking. I think some of these AAU teams are starting to take the AAU development side where they. Again, I think it's a team like Rennes United, local. Mm-hmm. They take a lot of Westchester, a lot of Fairfield County kids. They practice 3-4 times a week now. So when they have a tournament, they practice like 2-3 times. When there's no practice, they practice up to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Even High Rise in Stanford, I see they're offering performance training for their teams. They practice three times a week. So like that's starting to change. So now somebody like me as a trainer, like I'm competing against your AAU team now because they're trying to keep the business in house. And then obviously, you know, the AAU portal is going to open up after these next couple weekends.
I mean, I don't know.
I heard a rumor that I don't know about the other places, but EYBL might be dead in that. Like, if you leave your team, you might have to your team might have to forfeit those games or something. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, man.
That'd be. I mean, AAU is obviously always an exciting time. Like I said earlier, like you know what I mean, exciting basketball's coming up. Excited for AAU. AAU is always, you know, like one of those staples. Like yeah, basketball. Yeah, we're here. Like you know, but I really just want to see like how people play, how people show out. Who's gonna be like that guy, the Zakai Zigglers, like you know what I mean, like who's gonna showcase their skills, who's gonna come out on top, and AAU for me, I think we talked about it that one time. Like you don't have to go play AAU. You know what I mean? That's not like a necessity, but like if you
But it is though.
Well, yes, but I'm saying it in the sense of like don't just go play any AAU just to play.
Oh,
AAU.
just to play
Yeah,
AAU.
that's what I'm saying. You don't have to go play AAU.
Oh yeah,
like,
just to go play a game.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I would
like-
rather you just go get reps, go like play 5-on-5, of course, but like you know what I mean, like AAU isn't the end all be all.
I think
in the grand scheme of things,
we've talked about it before, like what to look for when picking AAU teams. Don't be afraid to play with that local team if that's what like suits you best. I think we gotta talk about like what structure of AAU helps you like when looking for a team. So say this like this one team. All right, you're gonna say you're like an elite player. This one team you're gonna start. You're gonna play. Y'all link up one time. Y'all only link up for tournaments. Y'all probably losing in the tournaments. Coach just rolling the ball out. Or do you want to go to this team? We practicing 2 times a week. Coach is breaking down a little bit of film. After the game, he's breaking down the game. We got plays. We got structure. This side you might have be better individually, maybe because you're learning your skills or you're learning that structure. Which side do you guys think like a player should lean on?
Depends where they are developmentally, right? So normally the guys that, you know, I'm not saying all of the top teams do that, but like a lot of the top teams don't practice like that. But they already most of them are skilled enough to play, even though they still need to be developed, right?
Yeah, I'm not talking about those like
I'm not like the one-offs. We're talking
not
about
like
the general public.
Not like so like Lightning. Like I'll use Lightning for example.
Okay.
When we had Jakai and all, like they're coming from like these. Not that.
Not that.
I'm talking about a kid that like local kid that's good. He's looking to get some offers. Maybe he has 2 opportunities. Like
right. So again, I would go to the other one, right? You want to go to the guy that's gonna. You want to go to the team that's going to invest in you, right? You want to go into the team that has a record of sending kids to school. That means they have connections to schools. Again, for your as a quote unquote like average local hooper, you need a coach that has the relationships because that relationship, off the strength of that, like example. The former coach at South Kent, who's at Utah now, Coach Chills, he still was able to, before he took that job, he was with the Memphis Grizzlies, he was still able to help and help us as coaches and make calls on behalf of kids. Now, he can't, the NBA rules, you can't be in direct contact with the kids because they're draft eligible. But because of the relationship he had, kid got an opportunity from our team to go visit a D3 school, and the coach offered him, because the kid's good too, but like, off that strength of, all right, you're good, and the coach co-signed you, all right, we'll give you a spot. So it's the relationship aspect. Again, it goes back to relationships, connections that the person has to help you get the exposure you need and knows what it takes to get to that level.
I think it depends on what year you're in, but I think freedom is a part of your development, and like you should have the freedom to be kind of like just roll the balls out so you can figure some shit out. But if you're at that age where it is kind of important, these are pivotal years in order for your next level or even for just your development in general as far as the game of basketball, you should definitely go for more structure and try to like actually like get somewhere where you're gonna learn and like be able to work with others and stuff like that. So I think it is situational, but for the most part, you want to go get that structure because most kids have gotten that freedom already.
Yeah, and I think we talked about players a lot, what players do, what players should do. Some coaches as adults have to start taking accountability too. Like it's like, oh yeah, my player not playing good. Like oh it's their fault. He bugging. Like coach, like maybe you should take some time when y'all on the telly, bring everybody in your room. Let's watch some film. Let's watch the game. Like y'all in the hotel anyway doing nothing. Like your coach not doing nothing, the players not doing nothing. Y'all got a game.
If they even in the hotel, right?
Like you got it, but like that's what I'm saying. Like take the time to really like at the end of the day, like you. I guess we all remember our coaches. Like our coaches were like big parts of your basketball journey. Anybody you ever had coach you, like as a kid, that's what you remember. Oh, I remember Coach so and so. I remember Coach so and so. Like you are a big part of these kids' basketball journey. You can't be like only praising them when they end up elite and going D1 and stuff. Like, nah, like nurture these, like give these kids good advice. Like give them true basketball knowledge. Don't just be in it because you want to get some wins and you want to impress your friends as a coach. Yeah. A lot of coaches are in it for that.
Yeah.
You got like
a lot of trainers, a lot of people are in it for their own personal clout as a coach, but like not like you gonna like if you are in it for clout, you gonna get the most out of it if you actually teaching these kids
and invest in them.
When you kids are coming back, kids when they our age, like when they get older, I remember Coach so and so he took the time out his day to teach me this, teach me that. Like kids remember that, bro. So I think that's just a big part of it.
And the only issue that I have with some of these local teams is the fact that then depending on the age, I think mainly the younger ones, like there's a lack of commitment. That's it. But other than that, like you said, I think coaches need to invest. Again, this goes back to what I always say. Coaches got to invest in themselves, make sure they know what's going on, understand game, study that. Every AAU game has Be the Beast or whatever it is, Huddle, whatever, at these tournaments now. So like you said, instead of, people dicking around at the hotel, bring them together and watch some film. Yeah.
Watch 30 minutes of film, bro.
Yeah, and then you can go out and just like
parents got to be down for that.
Exactly.
Too,
that's I was gonna say.
The parents be grabbing the kid. Oh no,
let's go.
We over here. We want to go have fun.
Yeah, like parents got to also.
It'd be a vacation for them sometimes too.
Yeah, you got to buy in too. Like if you're
as a parent, it could be that because the parents are putting a lot of money.
They paying their money.
But but as a coach, if you have a set schedule as a coach,
they know.
Like oh yeah, we have a game. Oh we're gonna go watch 30 minutes of film. They're yours for the night after that. Like
yeah, and again that's comes down.
But that's all organization and like
communication.
If you dicking around as a coach, like the parents gonna be like, oh yeah, we don't care what he's
just
saying.
Sneeze, Ralph. Just sneeze, man. Just
I am sneezing.
Damn.
What time is it?
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. It's really way over.
All right, yo, it's been real. I mean,
episode 50, 50. It's a big one. Appreciate Shake Hoops pulling up.
Thank you guys for having me as always.
We're gonna bring some. Hey, follow. Go ahead, drop it real quick.
At Shake Hoops everywhere.
Yo, don't follow him. Yo. He don't need it. Don't follow.
Yeah, you gotta follow us.
I need it.
But yeah, please keep liking, commenting, DMing us if you want to get on here.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe please on YouTube so we can get the YouTube channel up.
And on the audio, just leave a rating. Rating. It helps us get out there. So
and if you want to have your product, merch, whatever sponsored, we can do that as well. So hit us up. Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk
business. We need some NIL shit.
Yeah. Also, allergies kicking my ass, so I apologize if you see me fucking moving around in here. But so, yeah. Appreciate y'all.
And we'll see you guys next episode.
Shit. Nah, I was trying to wrap it up because I was dying, nigga.
Nah, yeah, I saw y'all about it.
He was wild.
Y'all was ready to wrap it up, and I was like, "No, we gotta do it." That's sorry. The people love that. I don't know why. The mob.
Shit, I forgot to say Papa. He's in the portal. I forgot about that.
I forgot about him.
Yo,
because he was hurt.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you look like you was.
Is that drowsy?
Recorded?
Hell no.
It's not.
When did it die?
I don't know.
Shit.
Should have just plugged it up. We would have been valid.
Yo, it's good. What's up, my plug?
How you guys doing?
We're good. We're done. Hey, bro.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Stop there.
We just put audio at that. Yeah, he said it was a space ball.